G'day guys, Mossy here. Just wanted to do a quick video, and the title on this one is Factory Fail, These Are Not Made for the Trail. So I went on a recent trail and a couple of my mates and I went on the dunes and quickly found out that some of the factory accessories are not that good. And some of them are, some of them aren't, but in this case, no way. So I just wanted to show you on my Ducati Desert X. These are the handguards for the Ducati accessories. Hard plastic, easy to break. As you can see, this one I've taken off. The other one I lost out in the bush because it totally just disintegrated. And I could bend that and just break that quite easy. In another video I saw, some guys were saying, oh yep, up there, they're meant to be broken, and then you just buy more. Well, on the Ducati website where I am, they're over $300 a piece. So every time you come off, which, you know, we all try not to come off, but it does happen, you're spending $300 every time. So I didn't think that was really intelligent. But anyway, so what I've got is I ended up going with Barkbusters. Now, they've been around for a long time. Never had them before. Seen them on many other bikes. So this is the one for the Ducati. It's called their 2-point Barkbuster. Very easy to install. Just attach it to the bar. Goes in the end, just like the Ducati ones do. Now, in the front, where you've got the actual guard, they do 4 different types, different styles, different shapes, and they do several different colours. This one I decided to go with a carbon fibre. I think it looks pretty cool. No, not everyone's into carbon fibre look. I really like it. This is the other one over here. So it just comes around on the bars, clamps on. There's the other one there with the clamp. Clamps onto your bars, goes all the way around. I think they're pretty cool looking. Look, they're very strong. Aluminium made. Barkbusters are all over the world. Very easy to install, like 10 minutes. The other thing I found was the mirrors. On the same couple of times that we crashed, bent the ends of the arms. So you, look, I could probably put it in a vise and straighten it, but obviously the stems, metal, is very soft because I didn't really have a big off and it just bent it. So what I've done is I've also gone to these double take mirrors. It says on their website that they're indestructible, so we're going to find out. And they've just come out with a new system. The way it locks into the ball here, there's a couple of other little ridges in there that clamp onto the ball a lot better, because when you off-road you're bouncing around over jumps, rocks, whatever it is, and some people are saying that the original models were loosening too much. So I got the double take mirrors. So when you buy these, you buy the stem here. That piece there is separate, and then you buy your mirror. Now this one here is the 3.5 inch, or you can go quite a bit longer and you can get rounded type mirrors, or you can get more modern shape. I went with the round one because, you know, that's the retro look of these Ducati X's. I think they look pretty cool, and they're supposed to be indestructible, so we're going to give them a go. Very easy to install. All it does is where your other mirrors come on here, this piece here with the bolts on there, depending on your bike, they give you about 6 different bolts with this system here. So depending on whether it's 8mm, 10mm, you can order it in 10 or 8mm, and they give you several different bolts and lengths. So if you need a longer one or a shorter one, they come in a left hand and a right hand thread, so they'll pretty much fit any bike. Then the arm goes on here. Like I said, that's a 3.5-inch one. I think it's just right for this style of bike. The other ones are like way up here, and I think they look too long, but that's just my personal preference. So that was the other add-on from the standard Ducati mirrors. And of course, because it's like a ram mount, you can easily just adjust them here. So if you were going off-road and you didn't want this in the way, you could quite easily just adjust it there, fold them out of the way, and you pretty much got no mirrors. And that's what I like about them. They're two really easy to adjust, and adjust them on the go. Get them out of the way, and then when you come back onto the street, you can put them up again. Just your own personal preference. I think they've just got so much more adjustment in them than the standard mirrors you get. So look, when it comes to bike accessories, you can either, at the point of sale when you're buying the bike, everyone says, oh yeah, I'll get the the factory OME accessories. Oh yeah, they'll be good. Well, sometimes they are, but in a lot of cases they're just not. And when you go aftermarket, generally aftermarket guys have done a lot more research on what works, what doesn't, how strong they want to be, and cost. Sometimes the accessories are cheaper than genuine or factory. I think they look pretty cool. So that was just a quick talk on Barkbusters and the double take mirrors. Both pretty much are available worldwide, no matter where you are. And give them a go, or even just look into them. You know, I don't get paid by anyone. I bought these myself out of my own dollars, did my research. Everyone says the double take mirrors are really good. They don't break easy to adjust, and of course the Barkbusters. Now some people say, oh, why don't you just let your bike have some battle scars instead of putting like crash bars on it and Barkbusters. Well, one of the big reasons is to save these from getting broken. You got a broken clutch lever or a brake lever out in the bush, and yes, we should all carry spares, but if this is going to save them from getting broken, it saves fluffing around in the bush, swapping out levers, when you can just have Barkbusters on there. So that's sort of my take on it. Hopefully guys, again, like in all the other videos I do, share this with other guys. Now if people are wondering, oh, should I get factory stuff when I buy my bike, or should I just go and buy some accessories from an aftermarket? Well, sometimes aftermarket do a way better job than factory. Okay guys, if this is going to help someone with Barkbusters and mirrors and accessories, share it with somebody else. Maybe there's some people thinking about, you know, do I get some bars on it, do I get some mirrors? I see it quite often on Facebook, YouTube, you know, all of it. All of the guys say, oh, do I get this, do I get that, or has anyone had any experience with this? And it's quite often the same questions are coming up over and over. So I thought I'd just do a quick video on what my thoughts were. And of course, you want them to look pretty cool. I mean, if you've got a nice looking bike, why not have a cool looking bike? So that's my take on it, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, guys.